Now, it is one of the oldest crimes in history, and fake money has proven to be very big business. Global banknote counterfeiting is reportedly running at record levels, associated mostly with organized crime and also terrorism. For more on how businesses are countering this or trying to, let's bring in Chad Wasilenikoff, CEO at Fortress Paper, an international producer of specialty pulp and security papers that makes the likes of banknotes, passports, and also visas, among others. And also still with us is our guest, Paul Grunwald from Standard & Poor's, around the desk with us here at the SGX. Chad, good to see you and appreciate your time. Maybe we might get to the printing side a little bit later, but on the paper side, your space, the stuff that counterfeit stuff is printed on, I mean, surely they must want to start with paper of your kind of quality. I mean, let me ask you directly, do you have a big security problem where people go through your seconds, go through your dumpster, and I don't know?
No, that's definitely not a problem for us. Our facility is located in Switzerland. Everything is very, very secure, whether it's people coming in and out. All the waste has to be accounted for, every last gram, and as well as the transport. Obviously, finished banknotes become even more secure and more high priority to protect. So everything's done with armored vehicles, armored aerial helicopters, and things like that. So it's not a problem making pure banknotes. The real problem is the counterfeiters out on the streets who are making them to try to replicate what we do professionally.
Okay, so you've got things locked down in terms of your supply, so that's good to know. But I mean, the likes of, let's say, if I'm not mistaken, I think the best Bens in the world still come out of North Korea. Where do they get their paper?
Yeah, I mean, it's common knowledge within the industry that there is a super note being produced in North Korea. They have machines running full blast, making the $100 US banknote, and it's very, very good quality, almost impossible to detect without machine-readable devices. So they have their own paper production, they get their own security features from elsewhere, and of course the U.S. is trying to thwart that by implementing and putting in new security features just to try to stay ahead of them and other counterfeiters around the world.
Hey Chad, this is Paul. I sort of get your business model. Is there a sort of cyclical element to your model? When things slow down, do you see the counterfeiting kind of pick up, or is it just sort of a one-way, kind of a one-way bet kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a fairly stable business. It has annual growth of 4 to 5%. Even with the advent of credit cards, debit cards, and now some electronic payments, banknotes still continue to grow year by year. In terms of the counterfeiting, it is more geographically located. Banknote will get replaced every 7 to 8 years. They switch it out for a brand new look with brand new security features. And at that time, the counterfeiters will be deterred for a while they try to replicate those new features. And then it does slowly pick up. And again, after 7 or 8 years, the national banks have to trade them out and try to stay ahead of them.
Chad, the word Bitcoin, does that have you shaking in your shoes? The rise of virtual currency, a digital currency, is that going to put you out of business?
No, we're quite confident. I mean, people thought that credit cards might be the end of banknotes, and it was absolutely not the case. As I said, it continues to grow. The advent of the bank machines and things like that, and ATM and debit cards, again, people still need to store their wealth and have comfort and confidence. The Bitcoin phenomena we think will be short-lived. There's always going to be alternatives out there. But again, what a banknote is, really trust and confidence in a national bank that they are going to honor the value there. The piece of paper itself is really only worth 10 to 15 cents, yet the face value can be $1,000 or more. So again, it's that trust and confidence in the underlying government, which is why we have currency markets and why they fluctuate, versus Bitcoin. There really is no safety or security behind it. They could have a problem the next day and the value is eroded.
Chad, I got to ask you this, and I don't know if they're going to pull the plug on the satellite after I do, but I have to. Where you are, Beijing, China, how good are the counterfeits there?
Just like everywhere, the counterfeits are getting very, very good all around the world. If we went back 15, 20 years ago, most of the security was put on top of the banknote, so the substrate was less important. But with the advent of color photocopiers, scanners, high-tech processing equipment, it now becomes more reliant on the substrate or the banknote paper itself, where most of the security features are coming in. So China has problems, but so do every other country in the world. And again, you just have to try to stay ahead of them. Nothing is counterfeit-proof. The industry recognizes that. But again, you're just trying to make it so it is more challenging, more difficult, and the counterfeiters will look elsewhere.
All right, Chad, interesting talking to you. Thanks for the time.